Well, good morning, DP Crazy Lady here. It's Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. It is 10:44 a.m. I've been up since about 5:30, quarter to 6. Of course, puppy. Excuse me. I'm not halfway done with this, but I'm close. So I thought I would show it to you. It's okay. Maybe it'll look better even from a further distance. I'm not sure. But it looks good, for what it is. It was, I'll put you in the holder in a second. Well, I'll put you in the holder now. So hang on and I'll pause you, get ready for that section there, and we'll talk. Okay, I think we got you without too much stress and hassle. And I'm going to turn the light on and we'll get started here. And yes, I'm using my metal roller. Makes it easier. The cable guy showed up yesterday at about, well, they said they were going to be here between 5 and 5 and 6, and he showed up here at about 5 after 5. So that's, on time. And he checked everything on the inside, and then he went outside and checked something, then went and got some connectors or something, and he replaced a few of the connectors in the box outside. Then he came back in and he said, "Oh, I don't get this." He said, "But what issue you're having, we can't fix, not here anyway." He said it's further up the line. And he said they would have to get their maintenance crew out. Tech guys couldn't fix this. Maintenance has to. And they made this excuse, and I think it's so funny because it's the same thing they talk about when you got winter gas and summer gas, at the pumps. And, oh, it's more expensive, as they transfer over or whatever. Well, he said the same thing about a particular item on a line somewhere, whatever it is, some kind of, I don't even know what they called it because he said it so fast. But he said that when it's really, really hot during the day and then it gets cold overnight, that thing can cause a problem. And sometimes it needs repaired or replaced, whatever it is. But anyhow, I told him about what the one guy told me, and I thought it was the dumbest thing. And it's a tech guy on the phone. This guy, see, they have tech guys, then the guys that come out to test your system here and do any little minimal repairs, they're like middle maintenance type guys. Then you got the next ones up that are the big maintenance guys that go up on the poles and, check that stuff or whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, now I know why my bill is so high. You got to pay all these people, from the bottom up. So anyway, I told him, I said, well, the guy on the phone couldn't understand why, when my internet went out, why my phone would go out too. I told the guy, I said, I have the phone through you guys. It's connected to the same box. He said, well, it doesn't seem to make sense that your phone would go out when the internet. And I'm like, oh my gosh. This guy is a tech, supposedly, on the phone, and he has no clue when your Wi-Fi and your internet and everything goes out. Why? What? The phone's supposed to stay on and you just don't have any internet? No. And when I told this guy that, he just kind of looked at me and went, oh my gosh. And I said, hey, you guys, you know, the company hires y'all. If, you know, you don't know your job, why are you doing it? You know, and like I told this guy, I said, look, I'm not mad at you. I said, you know, I've been dealing with, well, it's Spectrum now, Charter, whatever it is. It used to be Time Warner. And I said, I have had Time Warner cable since 1972. And I said, the prices, of course, were cheaper, but I had no issues, no problems, no hassles. When they started the internet, that's when I had an issue, and that was in the late 90s, 96, 97, somewhere around there. And from that time on, when they practically destroyed my computer, saying, oh yeah, we can hook up the internet to Windows 98 and, you know, 95 and 98 and everything else. No, they couldn't. And they had to fix my computer because they screwed it up. And ever since then, issues. Always have an issue. And then I move out here, and it's like, you know, like my daughter says, we're in no man's land here in this mobile home park. Because, yeah, there's other companies out there on the main street from us putting in fiber optics, but they're not going to do it here. And he said, well, that's not us anyway. That's another company, you know, doing fiber optics. I said, but you guys have been telling us for the last 10 years or so, you were putting in fiber optics. And I've talked to a lot of people, and there's still no fiber optics. But your bill, you know, the price keeps going up. Why do we not have fiber optics by now? You know, you guys are getting paid. You know, you're making money. But anyway, he said, getting back to the, you know, the repairs they got to make. He said, well, normally it would probably only take a day or two, you know, to fix it if they get the guys, you know, shoot, I think I got that in the wrong color. If they got the guys, if they can get them the appointment, you know, get them out to do the job. He said, because they work 24/7 anyway, he said. Because they're the ones that, you know, if a storm comes and, you know, or somebody runs into a pole or whatever and knocks out your cable, your internet cable, stuff like that, they're on call 24/7. But he said something like this, he said, it could probably take up to a week to repair, you know, to get it all straightened out, everything. So I said, fine. I said, I want some kind of credit. Because he said, well, how often has it been going out? I said, over the whole weekend, off and on, probably like 5, 6, 7 times. It just in, out. And you never knew when it was going to do it. And I said, plus, I said, on, I forget what day it was, Saturday or Sunday, whatever day I was trying to upload to you guys, it could have been Monday, I don't remember. I'd have to look at it. But anyway, I told him it took 12 hours for 5 gigabytes to upload to YouTube. Then I tried to upload that 2 or 3 minute one that I did, and it took 45 or 50 minutes to get. I said, this is getting ridiculous. My daughter was trying to use her gaming computer for a game and stuff, and she wanted to download a game that she had paid for or whatever it was, and it said, oh, it's going to take 6 hours to download. And she said, are you crazy? She said, normally it only takes about an hour because it's a big game. And I guess our speed went from like 200 megabytes per second or gigabyte, whatever it is, per second, to like 55. I said, this, I'm paying extra for high speed internet, and I was not getting it. And so he said, well, yeah, we can give you credit, on your bill and stuff. He said, I'll mark it in the order. He said, but you do have to call them. And I thought, I never used to have to call them to get any kind of credit. The guys that would come here would get right on the phone and say, okay, we're maintenance out here. We're trying to get this repaired. It's not going to be able to repair it for another 5 to 7 days, or whatever it is. We want to put credit on this line, blah, blah, blah. And then they would do it. It would be almost, now I'm paying for him to do his job. I mean, that's what they used to do. So now you pay a higher price and they do less and less. I don't, irritating. I guarantee you, if I didn't do my job right, if I had one, or when I was working, I'd get booted. So I just don't get it. But anyway, it's going to take a while, so I'm going to call them later today and make sure I get some kind of credit. Because then I asked them too, I said, can you tell me how, once it is repaired, will they let me know? And he said, well, those maintenance guys out there, they really don't like to talk to the customers. I'm like, what? I said, what, are they afraid of us? And he goes, well, I said, good heavens. So, even when it gets repaired, I'm not going to know if it's repaired. So I don't even know how long to say, okay, they said it would take a week. I want credit on my bill. And if it takes longer than that, I should give more credit. So I don't know what the heck's going on. I really don't. The last time I asked for credit, when my internet was down for 2 or 3 days, I thought, boy, I must have broke the bank on them because they gave me a $5 credit. Whoopee! Whip-de-doo. It was like, geez, you think you could spare it? So, but boy, don't pay your bill and watch what happens. They'll slap interest on that sucker like lickety-split. So, and then on top of that, between, Friday night and Saturday and Sunday, all the rain and storms. And then it rained and stormed yesterday and last night, earlier this morning, and we're going to continue to get thunderstorms and rain until, I think, Friday. So that's going to continue. So that's fine with me. I can keep doing it outside. I don't have to go out in it. But I had a couple things I need to take out to the shed, and I'm not going to go out in the rain again. So, but they said, I think Saturday it's supposed to, and plus the temperatures are really low. It's only 47 degrees again. We're not going to hit much above 60 something. And then on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I think it's going to be in the low 70s. And then after a couple of days, it's going to dip right back down. So I guess we're getting into our heavy fall and maybe winter showing up, quick. I'm just hoping we don't have the kind of winter we had last year when my pipes froze. So, don't need that. The other thing I was going to talk about, I looked at my last video, and Miss Lizard 9671, and I think she had asked if I would get back to or try to finish the Christmas horse that I was working on before from Sunature. And that's the one that's the square drills and stuff. I hate that painting. But I told her, since she asked again, I would probably get back to it after I finish this gnome. But I will tell you right now, number one, Sunature can get mad at me. I haven't done a video on them in ages. But number one, it's almost 100% confetti. And I mean heavy confetti. 3 drills this color, then 2 drills this color, and then 3 drills this color, and 3 drills that color. It's like, it was making me bonkers. Number 2, I don't like the drills. It is a square, which I don't mind squares, but the drills, they're not good. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care for the drills. Because once you put them down, they're not spacing. I mean, there's gap. And even with the light off, the gap and the gapping, and they won't lay straight. They will not lay straight. And I'm sorry, but I'm used to, when I've done some other squares, where up close it still looks beautiful. And then there are some that you do that are square, and I don't care sometimes how far you get away from it, it is bad. And I just am not fond of that painting. So when I do start working on it again, it's going to be like a journey of inches. It'll probably take me 6 months to finish it, because I am not going to spend every day on that painting. I refuse. I may do a little teeny area one day, put it aside, and do a whole bunch of something else, and maybe get back to another inch or so of it, because I can't stand it. That's one of the reasons why I put it aside, because I just do not like the drills, and it just doesn't. It's like I said, they're real crooked and wonky. That's just how it is. I've seen some of the paintings that on Facebook that some people have done, and I mean, they're showing the picture from a distance that they've painted. And I've said it before, and I'll say it until my last breath. But any painting can be made to look beautiful. Either diamond painting, cross stitch, painted painting, everything else, with the right lighting, with the right photo, at the right distance. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to have to step 10, 20 feet back and look at something I worked on for months and months and not be able to, because you're going to have, if you have friends or family come over, yeah, they're going to look at it and they're going to walk up to it like, oh my gosh, what is that? Because my whole family does that with all the things that I've diamond painted. They look at it and then they want to get up close and look like, oh, and they want to touch, they want to look. And you get on top of something after, I'm sorry. I don't expect it to look like the most beautiful or work of art in the world. But I expect it to look like something even within maybe a foot or so, not stepping back 5, 10 feet and going, well, I can sort of make it out. And I'm sorry, but I will not lie. I will not lie. I will tell you the truth. I'm a lousy liar. I'm a lousy liar. I got to tell you the truth. And if it looks like that to me, I'm sorry. And I will tell you, don't buy them. Now, I'm not saying, maybe you don't mind 100% confetti and you'll work on it. And even if it takes you 6 months to a year to do it because it will drive you crazy, maybe it doesn't drive you crazy, but it drives me crazy. So, I'm sorry. Now, center one, you've seen some of the ones that I've done through Center One from Temu, and they're really nice. So far, the ones I've done are good. Now, I've got, I think, 2 more of theirs that I would like to do. One is Haunted House with pumpkins and stuff, and it's a darker scene. And then the other one is the Disney animals, Pluto and the Dalmatians and, all of them in that, I call it cartoon characters, cartoon animal characters. So, and really you don't have to take my word for anything. If you want to buy any painting from any company, that's up to you. Maybe it looks good to you and you don't mind having to step back and, so on and so forth. I'm sorry, but I don't care to paint like that and not do that much work. So, because it's like that big one I did last year for Christmas, that Cozy Christmas or whatever it was, and that thing was huge, and it was squares, and it was beautiful while I was working on it, even with the light. And that was a diamond art, but it was beautiful. And I don't have to step back on that one. Even with the little animals that they had, the cats and stuff in there, you could recognize them, you could see them. So, well, enough of that babbling. I don't want to upset anybody, but that's just me. If I'm doing something tiny and small, I expect them not to have big detail. But if I'm doing a painting that's a 50 by 70 or something like that, I expect a little better quality and just looking better. Okay, that's all I can say. So, don't know what I'm making for supper today. Doesn't even concern me. I'll think of something. I know I'm making some kind of chicken. I have packages of frozen cauliflower rice. One is Spanish rice, another one is Southwestern, but it's all cauliflower rice with all the spices and everything already in it. And I thought of making some chicken and throwing a little bit of cream of chicken soup, mix that in there, and then throw that, one of those packets of rice in it, and we just have that for dinner. So I'm not sure. And if you ask me what I had for supper yesterday, good gosh. There goes my mind. I swear I'm not getting Alzheimer's, but I'll tell you what, if it's something that, did it impress me? I don't know. But like I said, I'm not getting Alzheimer's. I can remember a lot of stuff. But wasn't even thinking about supper yesterday, but I got everything out last night to... I think last night was I think that was the broccoli sausage. Yeah. The broccoli sausage bake. Cheesy bake. I think that's what I made yesterday. So, like I said, I've rambled, I've talked, doing nothing today. Puppy had his breakfast, I had mine way earlier. He always comes in here to tell me, it's time for my breakfast, because he'll just, if he's already been out, he'll usually go running in with my daughter and lay with her until she gets up. Unless he wants his breakfast, then he'll come in here and he'll sit down on the floor and just stare at me. I mean, he'll just, practically staring without blinking type thing. And I know, he wants breakfast. So he got his breakfast. I'm just going to diamond paint this till it's done. Then I'll have to take out the Senator and re-kit it, because I did a D-kit on it, so I'll have to re-kit it. And don't think I'll start on it right away, but I will get it at least placed on the board, and go from there, I guess, and see what how far I can get on it. It just, like I said, not looking real forward to it. So, alright, I'm going to get off here. And just enjoy the rest of my coffee, and try to get if I really work on this by this evening or tonight, I should be pretty close to the top. So, and it's so much easier with the metal roller. I tried using the big long one, and like I said, the more it gets bent, the quicker it breaks. So I've used a little shorter, and I just do this section and just move it over, to the left, and go from there. Oh, I've got to, excuse me. So, okay. I hope you all have a good Wednesday. I hope your weather is better than mine, which I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. I would sooner see it colder outside, the rain, but colder outside than the heat, because when it's summertime, I've got to mow grass, I've got to get out and do this and do that, and I don't want to do it. The only part I don't like about winter, which I don't shovel anything, but the one thing I don't like about winter is when I have to go grocery shopping once a month like I do. Oh, it is so cold, and then I got to drag groceries in, and it's cold. Once I get inside, I'm fine, but oh, I hate going out there in that mess. That's why I don't shovel snow, and that's why I only go grocery shopping once a month. And if I try very hard not to have any doctor's appointments, I noticed I'm missing one here. Any doctor's appointments in the winter if I can help it. Then I don't have to go out unless I need to go out for something else. So, okay, I'm going to get off here and get back to finishing as much of this as I can. Still watching my Law and Order. I'm on the third season of the original Law and Order, and waiting for what's his name to come in there. Why can't I think of it? Lenny Brasco, whatever. I'm waiting for him to come into the season, because they said he comes in the third season. So, all right, I'm definitely going to get off here right now. So y'all have a good one. I don't think there's anything that I've forgotten to tell y'all, but got it covered, I think, this time. I'm starting to get a headache. When these weather changes and the constant rain, and I have been so stuffed that now I'm getting headaches, and I don't need another migraine. So, all right, I'm ready to get out of here now. Sorry about this babbling. Oh gosh, 32 minutes. I'm done. Hope you aren't upset with me about me talking about a particular painting or company that I didn't like, but this is me. It's real life, and if I'm annoyed or bothered, then I'll do a little complaining. What are they gonna do? So, all right, hugs. Love you all. I really do. I am so happy. I noticed a couple more new subscribers. Thank you. Welcome. Hope you come back. And, if you guys don't want to comment, can you at least thumb it up? Because I notice I get, like, say, 34 views or 86 views or whatever it is, but I only get, like, maybe 20 thumbs up. And I'm thinking, you viewed it. All you have to do is click the little thumb, if you like it. And if you don't like it, you thumb it down. That's up to you. Either way, something about the algorithm, it helps. So, hugs to you all. Love you. DP Crazy Lady. I'm out.